Hey you guys, it's Victoria. I'm back and I am ready to do this video on oil pulling. So I want to start out by saying that anyone who has heard of oil pulling and kind of dismissed it or thought that it was just overhyped or that it was kind of just another hippie thing to do, well, that's why I'm doing this video. It's a habit that can transform your entire health, and it goes way beyond just your oral health. What is oil pulling? Well, it's in a nutshell just basically swishing some oil around in your mouth for about 20 minutes and spitting it out and getting a bunch of toxins and nasty stuff out of your mouth and out of your body. It's an ancient Ayurvedic technique that they did for detox and for oral health. Oil pulling actually came into modern times around 1992, which is not that long ago. I was born in 1991. I think a medical doctor wrote a book on it about all the benefits of it. And so it's really come to being really popular these days. Oil pulling is what you do is basically every day you take about a teaspoon to a tablespoon of an oil of your choice. My favorite is coconut, but you can do oregano, sesame, sunflower, coconut, and you swish it around in your mouth for about 10 to 20 minutes, and then you spit it out. You definitely do not swallow the oil after swishing it around in your mouth. You spit it out, and you spit it out in the trash, because if you spit it out in your sink, it can build up and clog your pipes. So always spit it out in the trash. So what happens is that the lipids in the oil begin to pull out toxins. When you first put the oil in your mouth, it's going to become thinner because it mixes with your saliva. But once you have swished your mouth around with it for about 20 minutes or so, it'll start getting thicker and turn more viscous, and that's when you want to spit it out, because that means it has pulled out the toxins, and that's when it's full of the nasty stuff. So just spit that out. Then I always brush my teeth afterwards. Some people recommend to have a whole other toothbrush for after you oil pull, just because it pulls out so much bacteria that toothbrush that you use can get kind of gross, you know? Just having another toothbrush for after you oil pull specifically can be great. You can also clean that toothbrush with 3% hydrogen peroxide, and that'll help too. And it's best to do this in the morning on an empty stomach, but I admittedly do this after breakfast in the shower. I always oil pull in the shower every day because it's like killing two birds with one stone. You are oil pulling, but you're also showering, and then it's just really easy that way to do it every day and to make it a daily habit. And it's also best to rotate different oils every few days to get the full benefits. So obviously oil pulling helps oral health. It can help whiten your teeth. It can prevent bad breath, prevent cavities, prevent gingivitis. It reduces fungal overgrowth in the mouth, because our mouths are homes to billions of bacteria, funguses, viruses, and all kinds of nasty stuff. And it's these germs that cause tooth decay, gum disease, etc., and other problems in the body other than the mouth. So it's really important to really rein in on your oral health and get it together, because I always love to say, and I believe this, that when your mouth is taken care of and your oral health is up to par, then the rest of your body can be as well. Because as we all know, the whole body is interconnected, and when one thing is out of whack, or for example, when your oral health is horrible, you know, it can affect other things in your body. So we really want to have every system of our body and every part of our body clean and functioning well. And so oral health is really a big deal. So aside from oil pulling, I make sure to brush my teeth 2 to 3 times a day, no matter what. Floss 2 to 3 times a day, no matter what. Using dental products that are, of course, fluoride free. You don't want sodium lauryl sulfate. You don't want glycerin. You don't want hydrated silica, etc., etc. You know, you want natural mouth products that are not going to harm your health of your mouth. You know, like baking soda is really good to brush your teeth with and to swish around after you have acidic foods because it alkalizes your saliva, and you always want an alkaline mouth. That is what creates the best oral health, is always having alkaline saliva. But anyway, back to oil pulling. So, you know, oil pulling can also help strengthen your jaw, and it's been widely known that oil pulling can be a holistic remedy to TMJ, or termandibular joint disorder. That is something that I thought I had after I had my wisdom teeth out the summer before I went to college. My jaw just started to hurt and was popping, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have this for the rest of my life. And I was, you know, preparing myself for it, and of course I wasn't raw back then. Just a little note, since going raw, my TMJ has completely deceased. You know, every once in a while when I'm particularly stressed out, I can get a little bit of jaw pain because I think that my stress goes to my mouth. It's really quite odd. Yeah. But anyway, so oil pulling can help TMJ. But see, the benefits of oil pulling goes so beyond the mouth, and that's why I love it. I just wrote down a few benefits. It can help with migraines. It can help detox the body of heavy metals. It can reduce sinus congestion. It can help with allergies. It can reduce insomnia. Now, there's been a lot of people who have said that oil pulling has helped them sleep better. So it's really, really awesome. And, you know, anyone with sleep problems, please try oil pulling. Just reduces inflammation overall in the body. So inflammation coming from arthritis or whatever, you know. Side note, arthritis is really just a complete over-acidification of the body. Changing the diet, drinking green juices can really help with that too. So can oil pulling. Oil pulling can also give you clear skin, a clear mind, and that is something that I'm always looking for. Clear, sharp mind. I love that. And it can regulate your hormones and your menstrual cycle. There's whole books dedicated to oil pulling, so I barely scratched the surface with it. But suffice to say that oil pulling is just wonderful, and it's so easy. Like, how can you not add in swishing oil into your mouth every day? Most people have time for this. It's really easy. It's really, really beneficial. So yes, I am so glad that you watched my video, and for anyone who oil pulls right now, leave a comment down below, and if you start to oil pull and you see any benefits or you enjoy doing it, let me know too, because I want to make this a movement. I want everyone to start oil pulling. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye!
All my life I was looking for somebody. Then I met my American girl next door, wild, shy, and sunny. I stopped my search when I found you.